blind. We'll get back to that other hand in a minute. Even if I bust out of the tournament, I'm still posting the videos. I was intending to post this video all along, regardless of how I did. So even if I bust out the tournament, this video is still going up. We still had some good discussion. I mean, I'm not doing these videos. I'm not doing these videos to win. I mean, $1 sit and go, I really don't, it's kind of irrelevant. I'm doing these videos to try to help people just get better at the game. Obviously, I flop a pair there, standard bet out, he folded, no big deal. But, yeah, I mean, that's a pretty terrible call here. That's an easy fold. Even to a min raise, it's an easy fold. You got no hand whatsoever and your chip stack's low. So he just fold. You know what? I don't really even need... Okay, even if you thought that this guy was, like, so full of crap that it's not even funny, and you called, when he bets 1,000 and a 1,700 here on the turn and you still only have second pair, yeah, you picked up a gut shot draw, but you have no kicker whatsoever. It doesn't make any sense to me. This is like the easiest fold on the planet here. You still have 1,200 chips, man. Yeah, I do not like this call. I think this is a pretty easy fold, and I mean, there's nothing else to say. This is an easy fold. This is an easy fold. It should have folded. Should have had 1290 left. And I don't care about what he has. I'm not talking about what he has. Just pretend this is blank. It doesn't matter. You have second pair, no kicker. He's shown strength repeatedly, and when you check to him on the turn, he bet almost enough to put you all in. So it's a pretty easy fold there with second pair and no kicker, no draw. Anyway, back to the real action. As you can probably hear me shuffling poker chips in the background. I've been playing online poker since 2005, and it's just a habit I picked up. I pretty much can't sit at my computer at all without having poker chips in my hand. I mean, I've actively tried to stop doing that because it's kind of annoying, actually, even to me. But it doesn't work. Even when I'm not playing poker, but I'm like sitting watching a YouTube video or something, it seems like I always have to have poker chips in my hand. Doing chip tricks and stuff. Nice flop. Alright, 75, 150. My standards for getting all of my chips in have just went down. This is probably the last time I'm going to be folding to a limp in with a somewhat playable hand. Because I don't think I've seen PJT limp in this situation before, I'm not really sure what his range is like. The problem is that his limping range is actually still probably considerably better than Jack-8, and it contains a lot of hands that has Jack-8 in really bad position. So if I did decide to shove over the top and he said what the hell and decided to call, the Jack-8 actually doesn't really play very well. Yeah, that was the play I was going to make. Well, hopefully we'll get to see what PJT had here, and then it'll give me a little bit more information about what he's limping with. And he did call, and he does have sevens. So I would have been, coin flip. Which is about what I expected, and, my best case, which is basically what I expected my best case scenario to be. I expected to be, coin flips. But yeah, I'm not folding this, and with the guy in the big blind only having 620, this is an absolute shove here. I don't know what this guy's doing. I'm shoving over the top of this, because this guy's proven over and over that he can have absolute ridiculousness here. So this is a pretty standard play. With the short stack and the big blind, he actually has to have a hand, and this guy can have literally anything whatsoever, so this is a pretty standard play. And even if I bust out of the tournament, like I said, I'm posting this video anyway, because I think there's some helpful stuff here. Well, he just happens to have ace-queen. Okay, well, That happens. I'm posting this video anyway, so... And, well, I'm going to hit the river, unfortunately, for him. So, I'll take it. But, I mean, that is the standard play. He just happened to pick up a big hand. We're playing 5-handed, and he just happens to have ace-queen after I ship it with a good hand after a weak limp. So, I mean, that happens. You know, if I bust out of the tournament right there, it's not going to bother me one way or the other. I was hoping to get heads up in this video because I love heads up. Heads up's what I consider to be like my specialty, so I love talking about it. But if we don't get to it, we don't get to it. And like I said, I plan on doing live commentary for all of my videos, no matter what kind of game it is. Not only is doing post commentary more work, but I think it's less genuine to the game of poker. When I'm doing live commentary, you get to hear exactly what I'm thinking and why and what my thought process is while I'm doing it. Like there's no chance of me having hindsight. Now I'm just going to keep checking here because I think Jack High is the best hand the vast majority of the time. You know, when I hit a pair of 4s, then if he tries to steal on the river with a small bet, I'm going to be calling. Oh wow, he actually hit the queen and then checked it. That's a very bad check on the turn. Let's go back through this hand. I definitely do not like that check whatsoever, which is why I don't give him credit for really having anything at all here. I don't like flopping. I don't like hitting top pair here with queen 7 and then checking. There's 2 spades and a huge array of just... Oh, well, by the way, we're just going to shove over the top here. There's no reason not to. We got the best hand here with the deuces, so we'll just ship it in and hope nobody picks up a better hand. When you get to this situation in the tournament, you're pretty much playing every high hand and every pair. But yeah, I really don't like this. I really don't like this check on the turn when you hit top pair. You got... Let's see, you got 1 limper here, 50. I'm going to fold it for now. The main reason why I'm folding this here is because the big blind only has 395. He's probably going to put the rest of his chips in almost no matter what. And the situation gets bad if one of these guys decides to put chips in and then he raises and then he calls and then I call and then this guy calls and we're playing like, you know, a 4-handed pot for a huge amount. I don't mind raising the limper though. I really don't. If you raise the limper there with the ace-8, I think that's fine. Basically, what you're doing there is you're hoping to play against the big blind. Just heads up. Anyway, this hand, I think this is a pretty standard bet when you hit the queen. I mean, you got all kinds of straight draws. You got a flush draw. There's still overcards to your queen. I mean, it's a pretty standard bet here, and he checked behind for some reason and then bet the river. Which I don't mind betting the river here when the 4 hits because, you know, he's obviously going to get called by any pair, and then if I raise, he can just fold. He can fold the queen there easily if I raise, which I didn't really consider doing at the time because, well, I didn't think there was any chance he had a queen. Because checking when the queen hits wasn't a very good play. But that's what happens when you go from higher stakes down to lower stakes. It may take me a few games to get back used to where I'm playing $1 sit and goes. Although I don't really plan on playing a whole lot of $1 sit and goes. I might play another one after this one if this video series does decent.